Students of class 7, today let's learn the continuation of chapter 11, that is the Mughals. Well, in the previous class we have discussed some of the emperor of the Mughals, such as uh, Akbar the Great, okay, Jahangir, and also we have discussed Watan Jagir policy of the Mughal, and also the administrative system, especially the political system of the Mughals. And also we have discussed about Zapti system, which was also known as the land settlement of the Mughals. Well, today we will try to cover, let us try to cover Shah Jahan and Aurangzeb. Okay, and also we will include the last Mughal emperor, Bahadur Shah Zafar. Alright, so let's begin with Shah Jahan. Shah Jahan, as far as Shah Jahan was concerned, he was politically weak if we compare to him with Akbar. Okay, Akbar was known for a very efficient administrator, as well as he is uh, good in overall political system of the Mughals. Okay, but Shah Jahan, he was known for architecture. Yes, we can see from the picture. This is Shah Jahan and his wife Mumtaz. And the Taj Mahal, it was built in memory of his wife Mumtaz Mahal. You can see from the picture right here, which was a magnificent tomb uh, built by the Shah Jahan. And he also built many other buildings, constructed many forts. One of the best example is Red Fort, in which we can still see today in Delhi, and the Peacock Throne, which we can see from the picture right here. It was placed in this Red Fort. Okay, and he sits upon this peacock throne. And after some time, this Nadir Shah, who was a Persian ruler, he took away this peacock throne from this Mughal, so to say. Okay, which is also known as Lal Killa, this Red Fort. The next one is Moti Masjid, was also constructed in Agra. This is Moti Masjid. Jama Masjid in Delhi. Okay, and let's go straight away to Aurangzeb. Aurangzeb, or he was also known as Alamgir the First. Okay, he ruled from 1658. Actually, this Aurangzeb was a bad guy, I should say. He is rather a very notorious guy. What happened was that he snatched the throne after imprisonment of his father, as well as after defeating all his brothers. So while his father Shah Jahan was still in the so to say, as he was ruling as an emperor in the Mughal, Aurangzeb or Alamgir the First, he snatched the throne. All right, after imprisonment. And this guy also, he followed religious intolerance. Okay, all the Mughals except Babur and this Aurangzeb, they follow religious tolerance. Okay, they respect to all the religions, either it may be Hindus, either it may be Christians, or any other religion. But this guy Aurangzeb or Alamgir the First, he intolerant. He showed intolerance to other religion. So this is one of the factor that led to the decline of this Mughal, the great Mughal, so to say. So during his time, he executed uh, the ninth Guru of the Sikh, whose name was Guru Tegh Bahadur. Okay, and because of that, the 10th Guru, probably his name was Guru Gobind Singh, he organized the Sikh into a Khalsa to fight these Mughals. So the Sikh were against to the Mughals during the time of this Aurangzeb. And not only that, The Rajputs also, there were conflicts in Rajputana, especially against to these Mughal rules, especially to Aurangzeb. Okay, and also he had to face a toughest struggle with one of the Marathas ruler whose name was Shivaji. Okay, we'll study this one in later chapter. And after that, in 1707, he died. Okay, and the great Mughal, which we have learned right from Babur up to Aurangzeb, it was ruling in a very prosperous way, came to an end. So you can see from the picture, this is Aurangzeb, who was supposed to be the last great Mughals. And the latter Mughals are either unimportant, some of them were just a puppet in the hands of other ruler, especially the British. Okay, so the last Mughal ruler, or the last later Mughal ruler, was Bahadur Shah. He was also known as Bahadur Shah Zafar. Okay, so after 1857 revolt, there were a big revolt. It was broke out in India during the time of British. So after that very revolt, the last Mughal ruler, that was Bahadur Shah, he was exiled to Burma. Okay, so this come to the end of the mighty Mughal rule in India. Well, uh, we will just go back to Akbar. During the time of Akbar, he has a very 9 prominent ministers, or what we call as 9 James. Okay, Navaratnas, they were in the court of Akbar. We'll just see very quickly this. The first one was Todar Mal. You can see from the picture, he was the finance minister during the time of this Akbar. And next one is Birbal. Okay, Birbal was a Hindu advisor and a Mukhia Senapati, most probably. He was a general. And we saw this Tansen, especially this Tansen, he was from Gwalior. Okay, he was a Hindu by religion, and he was a Hindustani classical musician, so to say. Okay, he composed a very important raga, a song called Raga Darbari, and that was composed in honor of this Emperor Akbar. Well, the next one is Faizi. He was a poet in the court of this Akbar. Abdul Fazal. Okay, this Abdul Fazal, he was considered to be a grand vizier. Vizier means minister. Alright, he was a poet as well as he was a scholar. He wrote this Akbar Nama. Okay, and we will see this Akbar Nama in detail in the next para. And we have this Raja Man Singh. He was from Amber. Actually, he was a Rajput from Jaipur, so to say. Amber was Jaipur. And he was a general of the Mughal army. Okay. And we have Mullah Do Piyaza. He was advisor as well as a minister of Akbar. And this Abdul Rahim, he was the son of Bairam Khan. I'm sure you remember Bairam Khan. Bairam Khan was the guardian of Akbar. Okay, when Akbar ascended to the throne of this Mughal, he was only 12 years at the time. So this Bairam Khan, he acted as a guardian to Akbar. Okay, so Abdul Rahim was the son of this very Bairam Khan. He was a poet in the court of this Mughal. And Fakir Azziuddin, he was a religion minister. That means they have a religion minister. And also he advised Akbar on the religious matter of that Mughal empire. Okay, and there were Hindu poets such as Tulsidas, who wrote Ramcharitmanas. Ramcharitmanas. Okay, there were other poets like Sudas and Kesavdas. These were other important scholars in the court of this Akbar. Okay, so let us take one of the so to say, Minister Abul Fazl. This Abul Fazl, he was a Grand Vizier, as well as he wrote Akbar Nama. So let us see, Akbar Nama means the history of Akbar in Arabic, so to say. Okay, so you can see from the picture, this is a book which was written by this Abul Fazl. It was a comprehensive history, or we can say it was an account of this biographical account of Akbar, and it was written by Abul Fazl. And one of the volume, the third volume of Akbar Nama, which was known as Ain-e-Akbari. Okay, this Ain-e-Akbari contains ayins or rules and regulations of this Akbar. So from this very Ain-e-Akbari, the administration as well as the government of this very Akbar was controlled, so to say, using this Ain-e-Akbari, so to say. Okay, so it was also considered as administrative manuals. It includes law of government, departments, ranks, etc., and other information such as social, law, philosophy, and literary activities. So these are all about the Akbar Nama, or we can say the third volume of Akbar Nama, which was known as Ain-e-Akbari. Well, so the book also mentions about Mansabdari System as an administrative system. Every officer, these Mansabdar either civil or military, they were given a Mansab. Mansab means rank or position. Okay, so those grading system to fix rank or salary, which was used with a numerical value called Zat. Alright, and they were responsible. Their responsibilities were, they're responsible of Mansabdar. Mansab means rank or position, okay, of an officer during the Mughal period. Alright, so responsible includes Sawar. Sawar means cavalryman. Cavalrymen for war, those who are on a horseback, and they are also responsible for collection of tax revenue by the assignment of this Zagir. I think last time we have already learned about this Jagidars. Okay, and they also maintain this Chera, which means descriptive roles of all the army or soldier during the time of this Mughal period, especially during the time of Akbar. And they also use this branding of horse, which was known as Dak. So I'm sure you have understood what a Mansabdari system is. The Mansabdari system was the administrative system introduced by Akbar in Mughal Empire during 1571. Alright, the word Mansab is of Arabic origin, meaning rank or position. Okay, Mansab means rank or position. Hence, Mansabdari was a system of ranking the government officials and determine their civil and military duties, okay, along with their remunerations or salary or payment or whatever it may be. It's called remunerations. So I'm sure you have understood what a Mansabdari system was. It was practiced during the time of Mughal period, especially during the time of this Akbar. Okay. So another important thing that has to be included in the Mughal was or is Din Ilahi. Din Ilahi was a new religion which was founded by Akbar. Okay, it contained basic ideals of all religion, including Hindus, including Muslims, including Christian, Parsis, Sikh or Buddhism, whatever it may be. It contained the basic ideals of all religion in this Din Ilahi. Okay, so Din Ilahi encourage peace, unity and tolerance. Though they have different religious principles and ideals, but during the time of this Akbar, he maintained peace, unity and tolerance. Okay. Mughals rulers were mostly the followers of this Islam. Okay. And except this Babur and Aurangzeb, or Alamgir the first, which I have mentioned before. Okay, all others Mughals, they follow liberal and tolerance. This was their religious policy during the time of Mughal. Okay, and not only that, during the time of this Akbar, he called all the preachers and saints of all religions for meeting, for discussion. Okay, so that is why this Akbar, as he had this religious tolerance, he was also known as Akbar the Great. Okay, so I'm sure you have got some of the points. I wish you should learn all the notes from the study materials which I have sent you in your WhatsApp group. And also don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. May God bless you. Thank you so much for participating in this learning.